All right, we're going to get started right now. So for those of you that came to the call tonight, thank you so much for taking the time to be here on our Wednesday evening broadcast. My name is Val Smith. I am one of the founders of Xcelerate Fuel Tabs. I'm up here in Canada. It's been a great journey over the last probably 3 months since we started putting this together. I think it's 3 months, closing in on 3 months, and it's pretty amazing how this all did come together. And I'm pretty proud and excited to be working with every single one of you. And for those of you that are brand new on this call, I fully expect to be working with you because we have something that the industry has never seen before. When I talk about the industry, I'm talking about the home-based business industry. I mean, we see all kinds of things on the Facebook news feeds and people opening parcels and packages and things like that, but you've never seen anything as socially impacting as what we have on tonight's call. So welcome to the only EPA registered, according to the EPA, the only patented fuel tab concept product out there in the marketplace in circulation right now today as of this date in 2022. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to talk about a business opportunity. We're going to talk about a trend. We're going to talk about something that's in vogue. We're going to talk about something that every man, woman, child needs. We're going to talk about second, third world countries. For the first time in my 43-year history being a professional network marketer, I now have access to a product that I can take to the world, not just a select group of people in network marketing, not people that are just into health products, not people that are just into bad credit repair, not people that need lawyers, not people that need irritable bowel syndrome like products, whatever it is. We've got a product for every man, woman, and child, teenager. This is going to explode. We are getting inundated. Really, we are getting inundated. I was talking to Ed about this. I said, dude, what do you want me to do? We're getting inundated by requests from all over the world. And usually that's a very difficult thing when people are hunting you down. Usually you're the hunter and now we're being hunted. People so desperately want this product in their countries. They're asking how fast can we come, open up their countries, get legally registered there and get the ball rolling. So what we are going to talk to you about tonight is the fabulous product that I'm really excited about. You should be really excited about it too, because once again, it's the only original patented fuel catalyst tablet in the world. There's not another one like it. There's knockoffs, but those products, according to the EPA, and we have a letter of documentation stating this, they are not legally registered with Washington, D.C. So hopefully they're making their applications out there in circulation, but we are the only original. We are the original. We are not a knockoff. We're not a counterfeit product. This is the real deal. This is the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. What we have here is a tablet, and I will show it to you on this call in my hand physically. This tablet does some pretty incredible things. It's probably been one of the best kept secrets. And when you take a look at what's going on in society and what's going on in the news right now, people talking about the inflation of the cost of gasoline worldwide. Canada, over $10 a gallon. The US, over $7 a gallon, $4 a gallon, $5 a gallon, depending on what state you're in. Other countries, Europe, over $11 a gallon. There's a crisis out there. And as long as the media and social media and the people are talking about it, this is free advertising for us to monopolize and line our pockets big time. And there's nothing wrong with lining your pockets. If you're getting involved in business to go broke, you shouldn't be on this call, honestly. All right. Being a professional business person is about profits, making money, and giving people immense credible value. And at the same time, creating a solution to a global worldwide situation, crisis. And we've done that here tonight. What does our tablet do? It does so much more than what you're seeing right in front of you right now. But it was actually formulated by a gentleman who has an unbelievable educational background and definitely working in rocket science. He was instrumental in helping create the booster fuel for the space shuttle program in NASA. 4 billion gallons have actually been tested, utilized, run through major systems, whether it be just strictly engines, whether it be generators, whether it be fuel for plants. It's been in not plants, but I'm talking about industrial plants. This product has been out there in circulation. Originally, it was in a liquid form once upon a time ago. They still have a liquid form. They decided a few years back that it was time to take it to a more compact setting, and they created a tablet with this product. So, I mean, it's not that there's been over 4 billion gallons of fuel tested with the tablet itself, but the sister product being in a liquid form, it is absolutely beyond belief when you really have a chance to look at the documentation that we physically have, where other companies don't have any documentation whatsoever. That's pretty exciting. Once again, I'm pretty excited to tell you here live on this call, this is the only EPA registered patented product of its kind in the world. Other companies out there claim to be EPA registered. Some of them claim to be patented. They are not, all right? And that's according to the EPA in Washington, D.C., and that's from a legal point of view, okay? The fuel tab that others try to duplicate, I'm not even going to talk about that. I think you know what I'm talking about. Over 35 years of research and development. This is fun. This is exciting. There's a whole history here in all different industries. And now in 2022, we're taking it to the mainstream public, civilians, and the automotive industry. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. Here's something that we can do that other companies can't do. We can actually show you our US patent. There's our patent number at the bottom of the screen, and there's our EPA registration. We should be actually physically on the website. We are already registered, but by the time it propagates to the website, it usually takes about a month and a half, 2 months to do it. EPA registration offices said ours will be up on their website anytime in the very near future. So that could be days or just in the early coming weeks. That's pretty exciting stuff, guys, gals. Okay, so what are the benefits? Well, there's all kinds of incredible benefits. We actually have some video content that I think every single one of you need to see because, you know, a lot of people, when they first take a look at something like this, they're a little bit cynical. They're a little bit skeptical. Some people claim to be mechanics. Mechanics know nothing about these products, just so you know. A mechanic and an engineer fuel specialist, 2 different degrees, 2 different sciences, 2 different professions altogether. Mechanics turn wrench. They deal with parts. They rebuild, put things back together again. They don't work in laboratories doing forensic studies on chemicals. So if any mechanic tells you that, you know, products like this don't work, challenge them. Why would it be EPA registered? Why would it be patented? Why would these type of products be in the marketplace with other companies such as STP, you know, in automotive shops? They actually work, all right? If they didn't work legally by law, they would be in circulation out there. If they destroyed engines in any which way, shape, or form, which some potato heads out there on the internet, I don't know what they've been smoking, but whatever they've been smoking, that's okay. This does not destroy engines, hasn't destroyed one engine in 34 years. This particular product, there is not one mechanic sucking oxygen on planet Earth that has a degree in the Xcelerate fuel tab. And I love when I talk to Thomas Parrish, the CEO of Rensley, that basically created this product. They're the company that creates this product. Tommy said, get any mechanic out there in the world to show you their degree in the Xcelerate technology, and he'll give me $1 million. All right. So anyhow, lowers emissions, saves on maintenance. Your spark plugs are going to look brand new after a long period of time. Oil changes, I don't know. All kinds of people are claiming all kinds of interesting things. I'm going to test the oil change process. I normally get my BMWs or whatever exotic I'm driving. I usually get them changed every 8 to 12,000, 10,000 kilometers here in Canada. I'm going to push it to 20 to 30 to maybe 40 in one of the vehicles before I do an oil change, see what happens. All right. This is a clean burn, eliminates, if you've ever seen cars smoking out the back of their muffler, try the tablet maybe 3, 4, 5 times and you'll definitely see an improvement. If not, it clears it up pretty good, unless, somebody's got, piston and ring problem, severe ring problem, you might not be able to fix it up. But I'm going to tell you something. If you just got like something wrong with the fuel injectors, watch what happens with your vehicle. It's going to, it's not going to be hesitating. It shouldn't be hesitating. It shouldn't be herky jerking around the streets. You'll find yourself a little bit more horsepower, a little bit more pep, and a smoother ride in your vehicles. And any of you that have high performance cars like myself, exotics like myself, very expensive vehicles, you'll discover your performance is going to be a whole lot better. Emissions, we've got an incredible emission test, just a little layman's emission test. I'll talk about commissions in a second. Emission testing, with Bunsen burners. It's going to freak you out. We've got it on a lead capture page. We also have it in our Facebook group. For those of you that are brand new, we also have an information package you can get your hands on, all the details, how it works, the science behind it. and giving you directives as to how you can get started working with the person that put you on this call. I talked about a little bit more horsepower and then saving fuel costs. The big feature for me in my world that I live in, I'm no longer running premium fuel in my vehicles. I've now taken it down to the most disgusting, most abrasive fuel in the world, 87% octane, unleaded fuel, the regular version. And I'm not using premium right now. And here in Canada, it varies between 18 to 23 cents per liter from premium to regular. So I'm probably saving on average 19 cents per liter times 84 liters. Do the math on that, 84 times 19 cents. That's what I'd be saving at the pump, even without driving away, never mind the gas mileage. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty stoked. I'm pretty excited. Now, this is what I love, like sometimes, please forgive me for getting upset with some of the potato heads out there on the internet that claim to be, mechanical engineers and mechanics. They think they have a degree in this and that. I don't know what they've been reading. Maybe they were, reading Mad Magazine when they were kids or something like that. But you know what? They don't ever really have an explanation for why they think it harms vehicles. They have no evidence. They have no proof. They have no explanation. They just like to throw their little 2 cents in and then, go run away and hide behind the couch and drink a beer, or whatever it is they do. What I love about this company is we are willing to get in their face or anyone's face and say, hey, we have a zero harm guarantee. In 34 years, guys, ladies, gentlemen, there has never been one insurance claim. And the Rensley products have an insurance policy on any vehicle, any engine, any motor, anywhere in the world, never mind the United States of America. This does not void car warranties. And down in the States, legally by law, fuel additives would not be in circulation. You actually have a law. I do apologize, I don't have it in front of me right now, but you have a law in the United States that does not allow fuel additives, fuel catalysts to be voiding any warranties whatsoever with any major manufacturers, the big three or whatever. All right. That's how good your system is down there in the United States. And Rensley backs it up worldwide with an insurance policy. You've got everything to gain, nothing to lose. Other companies can't boast, can't even talk about that because they don't fall in that category. Okay. So when people talk about, the automotive industry, there's all kinds of questions that pop up when they hear about the tablet. They say, well, what about my boat? What about my tractor? What about my motorcycle? What about my, recreational vehicle? What about my Sea-Doo, my chainsaw, my lawnmower? All these things fall in that category. This tablet can be broken up into quarters if you want. So you can take a whole tablet, and cut it into 4. All right. One tablet is good for 20 to 25 gallons, or technically, as I say up in Canada, for those of you that are Canadian on the line, I say anywhere from 84 to 91 liters, all right, of fuel. It's good for that. Now, textbook, it might say 20 gallons because textbook has to say something. It still works on 25 gallons. 5 gallons is not going to make much of a difference, okay? 20 just sounds better. So that was the magic number. So pretty exciting, pretty instrumental. Think about this as you're sitting here on the line right now. Do you know anyone that has a vehicle? Do you know anyone that has a lawnmower? Do you know anyone that has a boat? Do you know any farmers out there that have a tractor? Do you know anyone that is in the shipping company and has diesel trucks out there? Because this is phenomenal for regular fuel and diesel. Okay. And it absolutely does some pretty magnificent things with the environment. And once you have a product where, the trucking company finds out that you have a product that deals with the DEF, the DEF at the same time too, they don't know whether to give you a big hug or a big kiss, because you're going to save them hundreds of thousands of dollars annually with a product like this. Okay. There's endless possibilities in the marketing here, globally, worldwide. Right now, we are in Canada and the US. We will be expanding to the Philippines, the UK, France, Australia. Okay. And then from there, we will leapfrog into other countries. So this is getting exciting, and you're at the beginning of something special. So this is a pretty exciting time for me, because I think, we as civilians, we as people living here on planet Earth, we've gone through a very tumultuous last couple of years. We don't know what to think. We don't know who to trust. A lot of people lost their jobs because of their religious beliefs, or they're just their regular belief system. A lot of people were bullied and pushed out of corporate America, corporate Canada, corporate anywhere because of their belief system. I don't care what you believe. I don't care if you're on the left side or the right side. That's not what this is about. It's about taking care of people that need to be taken care of. This is about taking care of people that have a vision and want to do something. When I take a look at what we have before you here, I see this as the ticket out. I see this as the ticket out from a self-imprisonment for a lot of people. This is fabulous for second, third world countries, people that want to change their lives, people that are looking for something bigger and better. When we put this compensation plan together, we were looking at various different designs of compensation plans. I know Dan was looking at a straight line down line. And then I opened up my big fat mouth and I said, let's do a 3x8 matrix with a 50% matching bonus. Let's do something that the industry doesn't cater to, people. Let's do something that'll give people a second chance at life. The single parent on welfare, the person living in a third world country that may want a better life for their family and just can't get it, being stuck in a third world country, without any hope. Well, here we've created hope because we created a compensation plan that I wanted to introduce years ago to the industry. No hoops, no hurdles, no Mickey Mouse this, no Mickey Mouse that. Take a look at the pay plan here. There are no ranks. We don't have silver, bronze, diamond, platinum, gold, all those little Mickey Mouse things that these companies put in there to cater to the elite and to the company owners. We don't have to balance legs here and, have the little guys or the new guys or the newbies or the novices in the pay plans subsidize the company owners and the heavy hitters like in a binary type program. No offense to those that are in a binary, but they're not good for the people. They're good for the leaders. They're not good for the people. I have no problem telling you that. I'm not going to come on here and lie to you. So we created a compensation plan that makes sense. And so we created the 3x8 matrix. Look in the bottom left corner. You'll see 3x8 matrix. It has 8 levels. You can only have 3 marketing partners on level 1. Level 1 has 3 marketing partners. It doesn't mean you're going to be balancing legs or, building depth here. It goes from left to right. So instead of building depth and creating power legs, you build from left to right. Okay. So if I brought in, let's say, how many people are there? There's 12 and 27. There's 39 people, I think, in the first 3 levels there. So if I brought in 39 people, hypothetically speaking, the first 3 are going to go on level 1. The next 9 are going to go on level 2, and the next 27 are going to go on level 3. But what happens if any of those 3 of those 9, bring people in themselves and start bringing in 3, 4, 5 people? It's going to create the depth, push it down, create a little bit of a concept called spillover. Will you get massive spillover in a 3x8? No. If somebody brought in 200 people, would you get massive spillover? You'd be lucky to get 3 people underneath you through spillover. It would have to be a joint venture of a lot of people to create that spillover, but spillover does exist because the concept doesn't build depth, it builds in width. It goes 3, and then it'll fill in the 9, and then the 27 underneath each individual. Everyone will start their own 3x9. So for every new person that comes in, they will have their own independent 3x9. So when you look at that, that would be your independent 3x9. So you have 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, 729, 21, 87, 65, 61. You have a grand total of a little over 9,000 people. Now, keep that in mind, the 9,000 people. Here's the really cool thing. Do you take a look at the right of that box? So look at the 3x8 matrix box. Look at the right side, you'll see 5%. And to the right of the 5%, you're going to see no personally sponsored level 1 and 3. Okay, level 1, 2, 3. Correct me on that. So it's level 1 to 3. You don't have to sponsor anyone to get paid on the 3, the 9, the 27. If you happen to have them fall underneath you through the development and the building of your upline, you get paid on the 3, the 9, the 27. If you want to take it deeper, the 81, the 243, the 729, sponsor 2. And if you want to take it all the way to 8 levels, sponsor 5. So what does that mean? Do you know at least 5 people somewhere on planet Earth that are using gas pumps on a weekly, monthly basis to provide fuel for their family? And now you have a solution to their problem. You can save them money on the maintenance of their car. You can save them money on the fuel costs potentially. And now you can give them an income that may allow them to quit their jobs if they wish to and basically retire at a young age. because I'm going to show you some money right now. Okay. So let's go up to the top right side. You're going to see a retail bonus. You're going to see fast start bonuses. Now, fast start bonuses are paid on the initial first orders of everybody. So if somebody orders for the first time, that doesn't go into the matrix. It doesn't matter how much money they spend. They can spend $1 million. I'm just being a little bit exaggerating here. Let's say they came in and spent, $1,500. All right. That goes into fast start bonuses. Okay. The very first orders are fast start only, not matrix. From the second order on, that all falls into the matrix as far as the 5% that you can see. So that could be 5% of $60, or $160 or $1,500. That's a very lucrative percentage. A lot of companies pay 1%, 2%, 3%. Okay. They only pay like nickels and dimes. Here we get into serious money. I think 5% of $1,500 is like $85 or something like that. $75 or $85. I'm sure I don't have a calculator in front of me, but imagine getting paid $75 on each person in 8 levels deep, if that were a case, right? And we are having orders at $1,500 because we're getting people that are buying massive bulk because of, the whole concept of fuel. You would never do that in a health and nutrition or any other type of affiliate concept, but this is real world stuff. All right. Real world stuff to real world people. They love it. Now, what I want to do here is I don't want to focus on the $24. You can see in the fast start, it says $24. You can sit there and do $24 all day long. So here's the deal. You come in for free. There is no cost to sign up. All right. What does it cost to buy a starter kit? What does it cost to become a distributor? Nothing. No money out of pocket. You can sign up for free. Well, should I come in at $24? If you want to, that's the appetizer. But it doesn't allow you to make money in the 3x8 matrix. It allows you to go out there and just keep, selling $24 products or $60 products. All you're going to get is the fast start bonuses on the first initial orders. You won't get anything on the reorders as long as you're at the $24 level. So that's kind of like the appetizer, like in a restaurant, a Caesar salad, couple chicken wings. It doesn't quench your hunger. Okay. When you're a serious player, you're ready to put some skin on the table, you want to get rocking and rolling, you want to make some money, you buy the $60 pack. This is what I'm recommending to everybody to get started. You can go to the $160 if you want. If you've got numerous vehicles. I mean, I've got a lot of automobiles, so I would probably be at the $160, but the average person, $60. Okay. On the $60, you get a fast start bonus of 35%. You get a level 2 bonus that goes up line 10%. So your upline gets 10% and their upline gets 5%. So that pays up 3 levels, 35, 10, and 5. From the second order on, the fast start goes away. You're now looking at that 5%. What's 5% of $60? 5% of $60 is what? It's $3, right? It's $3. So if you had 9,000 people in your matrix or 3,000 people in your matrix or 1,000 people in your matrix, multiply that based on $60 orders, multiply that times $3. So if you had a full matrix, which some of us will have in a very short period of time, that's $29,520 in income for people that are building the business and getting serious. If you had 2,000 people in your matrix, and not you putting them in, they just develop because people are introducing people and giving them an online business to basically take advantage of. You will get a piece of every product they purchase. So you could have 2,000 people times $3. That gives you $6,000 a month. Excuse me, $6,000 a month U.S. income. That's pretty exciting stuff, for the average person. And if you had 500 people, multiply 500 people in your team times $3, people on $60 orders, that would give you what? $1,500 a month. Who couldn't use an extra $1,500 a month? Paying rent, paying mortgages, paying for fuel costs, putting a kid through school, whatever it is. I mean, this is a no-brainer. There's nothing to explain here. We have all the documentation. We have all the information packs. We have all the Facebook groups. We have all the testimonials, and we have people doing presentations 3-4 times a week on your behalf. That's pretty exciting stuff. And there's going to be more presentations once we are ready to open the floodgates here in the very near future. Okay. So here's another incredible feature that I am totally stoked about. This is why when I put this comp plan together with Dan and Tracy, I said there's got to be a 50% matching bonus in there, not a 10% or 20% like some of the other companies. No, we wanted to line the distributors' pockets with money. And so with a 50% matching bonus, what does that mean? It means this. Let's say you brought in 10 business builders. And those 10 business builders that you brought in that got excited and they're using the product and sharing it with family, friends, loved ones, people at work, people that own businesses that are looking for ways to save money, whether it be taxi cab drivers, Uber drivers, transportation drivers, whatever it is. Let's say the business just takes off for them. And those 10 people are each earning $1,000 a month. Not a lot of money. A person could probably build a business like that in a month here. Easy. Some of us have already done that times 4 or 5. But, what's 10 times 1,000? So you have 10 marketing partners making $1,000 each. That's $10,000. They'll each be paid $1,000. But because you introduced them to the business and the computer software has them coded to you, you're going to get 50% of the sum total. What did I say the sum total was? Oh, I said it was $10,000 in commissions paid to your marketing partners. You get a bonus check of 50% of that. You throw another $5,000 in your hip city pocket bank. Isn't that pretty cool? There's an extra $5,000. You're not going to do that in other companies because they haven't designed a comp plan. They haven't catered to the masses yet. The biggest thing missing in MLM is finding a product that caters to the real world, not a whole bunch of people strung out online talking about one product, a little clicky group. We're talking about a product that affects the global economy. And there's nothing bigger in the world than gasoline. This is what got me back in the game, was gasoline, when no other product in the world could pull it off, could do it. Only the number one commodity in the world. Then, some of you might be heavy hitters. You might have a really aggressive personality. You might be like me, an A-type personality. You're pretty intense. You kind of plow through, a China shop. You're not looking to the left. You're not looking at the right. You might decide to go to town on this thing. We've got some people here that are used to making over $100,000 a month, believe it or not. Some of us have done that, with our eyes blindfolded in the past. So does this compensation plan cater to somebody that wants to be a really big money earner, that has big aspirations of, maybe making $1 million a year here, potentially even $1 million a month? Can that be done? Is the math there to do it? The answer is yes. What happens if you develop 100 people? Like some of us have brought in, almost 200 people or 140 people or 78 people or 32 people. That doesn't mean it's all spillover for one person. It means that they spread out from left to right, going across, filling in the 27s and the 81s. So somebody might get 1 or 2 people as spillover. It doesn't mean 1,000 people go underneath you, one particular person, just so you understand the comp plan. So if you had 100 people, because you did some really cool email campaign, or you just struck gold in the marketplace with your promotions, and those 100 people each made $1,000. What's 100 times 1,000? That's approximately $100,000 in volume that month. And you get 50% of that total volume, you'd be making $50,000 a month right there as a bonus, plus whatever you're making in your matrix, plus whatever you're making on people that are now coming in as brand new enrollees. Isn't that amazing? And then if you want to take those 100 people and say they made $2,000 or $3,000, if they made $3,000, that's $300,000 in volume in your team in commissions. You'd get 50% of it. That's $150,000 a month. Can't do that readily, that easily in other companies, because other companies are missing 2 formulas. Number one, they don't have the product to generate the sales at that scale. And number two, they don't have a compensation plan that will allow them to do that. So if you've ever heard that only 3% make the money and 97% of the people stay on welfare, that's why. In this program, it'll be like 3% maybe not making money and 97% of the people will be going to the bank every week. That's pretty exciting stuff. So I don't know about you. I'm pretty stoked, pretty excited about it. So there's our package. That's what you get in the mail. It tells an incredible story. It's the only original fuel tab in the marketplace. Increase fuel efficiency, lower emissions, increase power, cleans engine. Treats up to 120 gallons. How did we get 120 gallons? You get 6 tablets in one pack. 6 times 20 gallons, 120. 35 years of history and then some. Other companies claim to have 20 years, 15 years, 10 years. They'd be lucky if they had 12 months. Okay? It's just tight. All right? The beautiful thing here is when I look at that package, I see the word patented. That speaks volume. No other company is allowed to do that. Only one. That's us. So all as I would recommend for every single one of you, you're brand new on this call. You've got nothing to lose, everything to gain. You have a chance to take care of your family, be an incredible provider, take care of your children, take care of your grandchildren, set an example. There's nothing to fear here. If I had a choice of going out there to work and be an employee or do this, I would do this. Why? Because I can make $10,000 a month working 3 hours a week here. I can't make $10,000 a month working from 9 to 5, being an employee, working 3 hours a week, 12 hours a month. This is a very easy business, a product that's in demand. There is no cost to join the company, and $60 a month plus shipping and handling to be able to sustain and maintain your business. To use your product, you got to be on $60, to use it, to capitalize on the matrix every month. If somebody said, would you spend $60 a month to pull in $2,000-$3,000 a month on a product that is so hot, like the hottest thing out there in the marketplace, would I say, no, I'm not interested. My friend's a mechanic and he told me it doesn't work. Anyone that says something like that really needs to go to the doctor. All right. There's no logic. There's no explanation for that. That's just really juvenile. Okay. Let's get serious. Let's roll up our sleeves. Let's kick butt. Business opportunities like this only come around once in a lifetime. I've been in this industry since 1978. It's been a long ride, a long journey. Truthfully honest with you, I have never seen a product of this magnitude in my life. And as long as the media out there is creating fear and anxiety, showing people going out and getting loans from financial institutions to pay for the fuel to get to work, I have no problem making money off that. Why? Because that's what smart people do. They look for why they can do it. They don't look for why they can't do it. From a 9 to 5 perspective, I'd be looking for why. I don't want to be doing that. No offense. I love you and everything, but that's not my world. I like sitting at home, making lots of money and cutting the grass and taking my dogs for a walk and maybe going out and eating fast food. That's what I do. I don't have to do anything, and neither do some of you on this line. This business opportunity will afford you a pretty easy, fun-loving lifestyle if you're willing to give yourself permission to accept that. So on behalf of whoever put you on this call tonight, I'm going to say good night. Please get back to the person who put you on this call. Tell them you want an information pack. Tell them you want to be linked into the Facebook groups. Tell them you want to see some testimonials. But more importantly, tell them you want to rock this out. We'll help you do it. Okay? Love you all in spirit. God bless. Have a great night. Bye for now.